Hey everyone, this is Evan with Life with Crypto, and today we're going to jump in and talk about how you can make money with your cryptocurrency. So just to jump into it, we're going to talk about staking to begin with. And I really want to clear it up. What's the difference between proof of work, like Bitcoin and Ethereum? Ethereum's moving to layer 2, which is going to be proof of stake, but right now it's proof of work. And then proof of stake, like Avalanche, Cardano, and even Polkadot. So the main difference between this is proof of work, you need a really fast computer. They call them ASIC miners. And what they do is they solve a really complex calculation very quick, and the first one to do so makes the block, and they get rewarded for that. So it's a competition of computational power, and it gets to be very expensive and very energy intensive. So they've created proof of stake, which is people supply their coins to the blockchain on different nodes, and as a result, they get paid fees for supporting the network and staking their coin on the network. So this is an area that anyone can get into. You can, I can, there's very low barrier to entry. It just is a little bit of a technical hurdle and a little different for every blockchain. Avalanche would be different from Polkadot, which would be different from Ethereum, which would be different from Solana, and they have a whole different process of doing it. Some are more complicated than others, but we can jump in first off and see how much you can make with each of these different coins. And we're seeing that it's interesting to look at the amount you're making. So Solana, you're making about 6.8, Cardano 5.7, Ethereum 5.2, and remember, more and more people will be coming over here to stake because it's only at 7.2% of the total amount, the total supply of Ethereum is staked. While you can see something like Solana is, everyone is staking Solana. So this kind of, to me, this looks like people are looking for this for the long haul. Okay, you can make 9% with Avalanche, so that's very good. Almost 14% with Polkadot, so that looks like it'll be one of the highest percentages you'll make on one of these top coins. 14% with Binance, very much a centralized coin. 13% with Elrond, Cosmos 10, and then we start getting into other coins. Phantom, about 3 or 10%. So this is interesting. These are all proof of stake chains. So I'm going to show you, for example, Avalanche, what it's like to stake on Avalanche. And remember, in order to stake with the actual, without the actual company like Cardano, Ethereum, you need to have a decentralized wallet, and there's a few technical hurdles that need to happen. But I'm going to just quickly show you what it looks like to stake on Avalanche and how people tend to do it. So I would just search, how to stake on Avalanche, and there's a pretty in-depth guide, and it's a little more complicated than something that would be on a, Binance or Coinbase. You actually have to send your money to an Avalanche wallet. This is what Avalanche looks like. And one of the things is you need 25 Avalanche, and right now you can see that Avalanche is about 115. So you're going to need about at least $3,000 worth of Avalanche to even do this. But you go to earn, and it tells you need 25 Avalanche. You can convert it to the P chain. So there's a few technical hurdles, but it is possible to make that 9%. Also, there's staking with Solana. And the way that they do it is you need to send over to their decentralized wallet of choice, which is Solflare. And then from this wallet, you can stake. Well, these are staking mechanisms, and this is one way of making money. However, there's a whole nother way that's not staking directly with the actual coin or the company that created the coin, and it's other companies. They are centralized, but they allow you to pretty much, they take custody of your crypto. In return, they give you a really good rate of return back. And two of those companies are BlockFi and then also Celsius. And just to jump in and show you what you can do with BlockFi is they actually allow you to stake your coin with them. I don't think you'd call it staking. You give them your coin, and what they do is they give you a certain amount of interest back. And it's fairly competitive, and it's very easy to do. So say you had some Ethereum and you had 1 Ethereum, well, you would be making $210 of interest per year. They're not being super transparent on the actual amount of interest, but it's easy to tell if you do USDT. So they're giving 9% on USDT, so that's pretty competitive too. So also check my links in the description. I have a referral code and you will get a bonus. I think it's if you deposit about $400 or $500, you will get like $25 to $40 of crypto just for doing that. One of the other benefits about BlockFi is it's really tax advantage for you because you're able to lend them crypto and then borrow it back. So you never actually trigger a sale, which would trigger capital gains. You're able to borrow from your crypto, and it's about up to 50% of your crypto. Kind of varies depending on which one. So another similar platform in the space, which is offering very generous interest rates, is Celsius. They also offer a very generous sign-up offer. I think if you deposit about $400, you get $40 in Bitcoin. So it's a pretty tremendous, and I mean, you can't get $50 that easy anywhere else, so you might as well jump in and try it. So they're actually advertising you can make up to 17% on your crypto, which is just crazy. And it's very low risk. And you're seeing that the stables are all 10%. You know, if inflation, they say, is 3 to 4%, and you have your money parked over here, it's kind of a nice thing to have. So also, you can look at all the different cryptos that you can make a really reasonable amount from. And you're seeing that Matic is giving 9%, Polkadot 8%. So it's about the same as staking Polkadot. If you look at Polkadot, maybe you're making 13, but this is way easier. And this allows you to borrow at 1% interest, the same as the previous platform, BlockFi, because you can borrow from your crypto that's making you money and you never trigger a taxable event, which is excellent. So now that we've covered what it's like to stake with the actual network, like Avalanche or Solana, we've also covered centralized ways to make interest on your crypto and also be able to borrow that same money for about a 1% fee with Celsius and BlockFi. We're going to jump into third way, which is completely decentralized, called staking and farming. And what that is the incentives offered. Yield farming are the incentives offered by different decentralized exchanges. And to give you a few examples, what are the top decentralized exchanges? There's always a top one for every chain. So for Avalanche, it's Trader Joe's. For Ethereum, it's Uniswap. And then it's QuickSwap for Polygon. And the list goes on. It's also PancakeSwap for Binance. And what you do is you provide liquidity, and you can see this right here, by providing either 1 or 2 tokens to their exchange. So for example, this is their main token, Cake token for PancakeSwap, and BNB, the native gas token. And what you provide is 2 equal amounts of each, equal in USD, and you lock it on their exchange, and they give you 38% APR, which is pretty good. And how this actually works is every time you provide these tokens, it helps with everyone who wants to actually use the exchange to make a swap between Cake and BNB. These 2 coins facilitate in providing liquidity or money so these transactions can happen. And that's the very simplified version. It gets a little bit more complicated than that. It's called an automated market maker. And every time there's a transaction, there's a little fee, and you get part of that fee. So you can do this in a variety of different ways, and just looking at these APRs, they're looking pretty good, especially for well-known tokens. And you start getting into more unknown tokens, the APR goes up because the risk goes up as well. So this is BNB, and as you may know, Uniswap is the biggest out of all of them, and it is also offering a lot of different staking opportunities. A little bit more complex to stake and much more expensive on Ethereum. So always recommend staying away from Ethereum if you're new to this and you don't have just a ton of Ethereum to play with. So we've got Binance, and we've also got QuickSwap and Uniswap. So this is another great way to earn passive income on your crypto. You are going to need a MetaMask wallet, and you're going to need to connect that to the different exchange. As you can see right here, my wallet is connected, and it allows me to have funds and then be able to deposit them straight onto the DeFi exchange. And that way I can make money by supplying liquidity and doing yield farming. Okay, so in summary, in this video, we shared with you how to actually stake with the actual network, whether that be Avalanche or Solana. And then we moved on to a more centralized way to make interest very easily on your crypto, which is BlockFi and Celsius. Also, not to mention, if you're going to jump into either of these, there's a link in the description. You can make an extra $50 by depositing 400 at least. So check that out. Then we moved on to yield farming, which is PancakeSwap, Uniswap, Polygon, and we showed you all the different exchanges here. So these are some great ways to make passive income in cryptocurrency. If you have it sitting around, it should be earning you money. Absolutely. Absolutely. So if you like this video with Life with Crypto, please like and subscribe. Throw any comments in the comment section. I'm happy to answer any comments, and I look forward to seeing you on the next videos.